Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you're watching this from. Sorry, I am a very low energy AJ. I'm joined by Meg as usual, and welcome to episode 134 of the Code Crown podcast, where tonight we're watching Season 1, Episode 8 of Digimon Ghost Game, Nightly Procession of Monsters. Not exactly a great title. I was looking forward to Pandemonium, but, you know, maybe we'll still get that by the end of the episode, maybe. But it's an interesting, it's a translation, I'm sure.
I mean, even better.
Yeah.
It sounds too literal.
What the fuck is a procession?
I think they do.
You know what? Which almost makes sense given the star antagonist of this episode.
Cool, but
You think so? Alright, well, thanks to everyone who's joining in, whether you're watching live or you're on the archive later on. Yeah, you should be joining us live. So yeah, we're kind of low energy. We went away for a couple of days, and the trip back has been, it's been a trip.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, I just, ugh. Like, if things could have gone wrong, they did. The trip itself was great. Like, seeing friends that we haven't seen in about 2 years was really fun. And
Traveling home.
yeah, you know, so getting out there, seeing people we haven't seen for 2 years, all of that stuff was really fun, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. But the trip home, if something could have gone wrong, it did, between just
Gaggle of.
yeah, just the yeah, they were louder than a bunch of teenagers, and I you know, if there were a group of teenagers down the back, you just know they'd have been the first ones to say something. But like, we had booked seats and our names were on those seats, and when we approached them and said, sorry, we have these reserved, like, the dirty looks that we got were...
It's where we picked them up and physically.
Yeah. It's been it's been a day, and then just like, we've, you know, but, you know, so we got back to town, we got food, we came home, we had a nap, we got set up for this, we're looking forward to this. But just do excuse us if we come across as a bit grumpy or... I don't know about that one, but...
Is there something...
yeah. There is going to be a bit of, you know, I suppose there is going to be a bit of brace yourself on this one, so... Speaking of, I keep forgetting to set OpenOffice as the default. So every time I open up that file, it defaults to Microsoft Office. But if I open it up in Calc, it doesn't say, do you want to set this as the default? So I have to figure out to go into it manually. I think I'll have to go into the file properties. So, I guess I update the episode title on the document. So, Nightly Procession of Monsters. Okay. It is a long title. Hey, Yami. Thanks very much for joining in. No, we're not on our deathbeds. We're just exhausted from the trip. It's been a long trip, but thank you very much for joining in. So again, once more, we do apologize in advance if we come across as just cranky, because we are exhausted chickens right now. So, you know. But how are you doing, Yami? It feels like it's been an age. How are you? Yeah, so we have our admin stuff is ready to go. So it's just a case of getting into the episode now at this point, so. Yeah, we may as well start. I think we've stalled long enough. Yeah. A rough week, broke the tooth in half. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry, Yami. I'm so sorry. Hey, Justin.
Hey, Justin.
Thanks very much. Oh, that's probably... Ooh, I should probably put it in the... I put the tweet out, but I should probably put it in the... So where... Tweet... Yeah, I will. Yeah. Oh, that sucks.
Oh.
Wait, it should... No. Oh, god damn it. Right, hold on. Yeah. Oh, hold on. No, this side actually worked. Worked out. Oh, no.
Oh, it won't put...
It won't put the... Well, let me add the live ones without the link. That's... Yeah, you can tell we're super prepared today, right? Again, today's a day that if it can go wrong, it will.
Even something as simple as copy pasting a link is going wrong today.
Yeah, it's one of those. Oh, you mean the Sistermon War? Yeah, that's gonna be interesting, because Sistermon Ciel, God bless her. Like, literally, because this is a Digimon that started off as a way for North America to get around having the Sistermon on screen, because they didn't want, you know, a Digimon in a nun's habit wielding guns. So they went, okay, well, let's make her green and it's less obvious she's a nun, because the other one is, you know, is a pastel pink. And then, so she started off as a reskin, then became her own Digimon. They made her the elder of the 3 Sistermon sisters, gave her a sword instead of a gun, and now she's turning up in the anime before either of them. And I think that's a choice that's kind of done intentionally, because if this show gets dubbed, you don't have to worry about a Citramon situation. So Citramon was a Digimon in season 5. Because in Digimon Sabers, you had Bomber Nanimon, who was blowing up a theme park by throwing bombs everywhere. Obviously, not really suitable for kids in Western territories. So they turned him into a giant orange Nanimon called Citramon, and he was trying to flood the amusement park with citrus juices.
Right.
Because floods are better than bombs. Yeah. No, in terms of scale, no. You know, destruction is destruction, but in terms of not promoting weaponry to children, I suppose.
They're bombing people.
Yeah, well, you
Like how
know.
they're always busting up the NHS
Well,
ambulances because they saw the WWE ambulance toy.
Yeah, well, that was the point I was going to get to, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very measured option that if this show does get dubbed, you don't have to worry about doing anything like that, or you don't have to worry about skipping the episode completely. But I do hope Noir and Blanc make it in eventually, because that'd be fun. Like if she comes back and because spoiler alert, we have watched the raw of this. We haven't watched it with the subs, but we have watched the raw, and I would like if she came back maybe with the awakened form, or if she brought the other two with her and like they were all just psychos. I think that'd be really I think that'd be really fun.
But are they gonna get
In Japan, yes. You know, in the West, probably not, and that's why we're getting simulcasted sub releases rather than an actual dub, I think. So yeah. That first card is a lie. Turns out the second one is more accurate. Alright, for the artwork in terms of personality. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, it's funny saying they're the eldest.
Yeah.
I'm like, she reminded me of personality of so, you know, just the I know we didn't get the subs or anything, but when I was watching, she was kinda angry child type. I don't know.
Yeah, so they gave her official art and they gave her a sword instead of Noir's guns. We have Noir awakened, the model there, and you know they just recolored her and made her a mouse instead of a cat.
Yeah. Awakened. Just...
Yeah. The awakened forms are just with that one. Oh yeah, that's from Cyber Sleuth.
She making that?
Hissing.
Ah.
So yeah, I mean no, like I like there's a part of me that really doesn't like that Ciel has been used to replace Noir in things, but at the same time, you know, that like the artwork is adorable, so when they do artwork of the three of them together, and then like there's like that awakened art is going to be Western exclusive. Like that's that's well, not Western exclusive, but the Sistermon Ciel awakened, that's the first time we're seeing it because of the change to the English card game, because in Cyber Sleuth they changed her to that. They just made her green or teal Noir. So them going out of their way to do proper art for the standard, and then that's the Cyber Sleuth one. So them going out of their way to do a proper artwork for it is really kind of cool. Hey Reiko, thanks for joining in. Yeah, we haven't even started yet. We're just talking about Noir and Ciel and the change around, and you know how funny it is now that Ciel is the one that turns up in the anime and things like that before Noir or even Blanc. So that's all quite funny. I think what would have been really cool is if the Ciel artwork matched further with the Noir and Blanc artwork. Like if they were all part of one giant image. I don't even think Blanc on these artworks is in the same area, but if they just sort of had that little wink and a nod, you know, because like they're like, you can see the same kind of roof, you know, that you could put them side by side and say like they're attacking together or whatever.
Yeah.
And then if you just included something to suggest she's just in the same area as them, and it's all one big image when you line it up, I think that would have been really cool. But still interesting. I want to see the three Sistermon karting in the digital world. Yeah, definitely. Like Ciel coming back and bringing Noir and Blanc with her, and the three of them just being speed demon queens. I'm here for that. Take that to my veins. I'm totally here for that. But oh, okay. So Meg has finished her Psycho.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I think we'll move on then, and we'll get the episode started.
Yeah.
Okay. A new Digimon Racing. Oh, I wasn't sure what to call this episode. 2 Digi 2 Furious, Digimon Racing the sequel. I was looking for some sort of speed racer pun, like maybe Sistermon Racer. I don't know. It was a lot of dumb ones, so I settled on Welcome to Sistermon Kart, because in my head I heard the opening for Mario Kart 64. I was like, welcome to Mario Kart. I heard that and went, that's what we're using. That's what we're using for this one. So but some people got pissed off when Sistermon got censored. Yeah, and you know, I don't abdicate for the censorship myself. I understand why it has to happen, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. Yeah. But what I do like is that they've taken this situation that they've put themselves in, necessarily or unnecessarily, depending on how you want to look at it, and they've legitimized it by just making her own thing. Do I like that she'll be used as a trade out for Noir going forward in things outside of Cyber Sleuth, such as what happened with the card game? No, because if you ever do want to do something with the three of them, that's going to cause problems. Like, if we get a set in the card game with all three Sistermon in it, like right now it's easy, you just swap out Noir for Ciel. But if the Japanese in Booster 10, for example, has all three of them in it, what does the English game do? Does the English game just get 2 CLs then? Or do they remove the card entirely and nerf the set number? It's because it's going to be one of these things that happens eventually. Like, it's a matter of when, not if.
I don't know why it's still.
Yeah, I mean, Vanguard as a card game has a whole subgenre of nuns with guns, but it's not as widely known as Digimon. It doesn't have the same lengthy legacy behind it, so maybe it's it's over worrying on things, but yeah, I would agree. I would just prefer, look, you put the product out there and you let the free market decide. You know, are little Timmy and Susie's mom's gonna complain, or is the older fan base just gonna go, yeah, here's my money? Because right now, because of this nonsense, that Sistermon Noir card is super expensive to import now. It's like up to like $150 for one of her. Never mind a playset of the alternate art, but like just one of the alternate art is like anywhere from $120 to $150 because of this, because it's now seen as a rarity. It's now got this sort of not mythos, but it's got this what? Yeah. If they nerf the set number, that wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't, but then it just looks like Ciel gets 2 cards and Blanc's been like, yeah, you can have the one. Sure, why not? You know. And especially like in those sets where they like to do, here's the Digimon card and here's the option card of that monster's attack. Do you just nerf it out? Or do you turn the second Noir into Ciel Cyber Sleuth, and then you just do her as the gun version from the game before she was canonized and given a sword? She does.
She really does, because nuns and nuns of different convents or whatever, they were blue.
Yeah.
They were all different colors. Black is just the.
Yeah, well, black is the Catholic Christian one and the most recognizable. But I think it's but I think it's the more widely known one, the black and white, that habit. Yeah. You know. So you know, it's the one that pops the most. You look at it and go, oh, that's a nun. Where you look at the other two and they just look like mouse cosplayers. What is Blanc's animal motif? Tokomon?
Winged Tokomon. Yeah.
Winged Tokomon, basically. You know, where the other two are like, she went from a cat to being a mouse. You know? I think she's a rabbit. I think she's meant to be a rabbit.
Yeah, that would make sense, but they...
Yeah, because they're flopped down to make it look like a habit.
Yeah.
So... yeah. Anyway, I suppose we'll get to...
Back to this discussion.
It's hard not to, right? It's that episode. You introduce this Digimon, that discussion is gonna have to happen because you sort of have to address the elephant in the room. Like, was it done? Was the decision made to bring her in because it's an awesome design and, you know, her stabbing at people is maybe, I don't know, more friendly to animate than Noir shooting at people? Or, like, that would have been a different episode altogether if Noir is just firing Glocks at the other racers. You know, that would have been a completely different episode. Or was the decision made because if they do dub it in the future and license it to international markets, you don't run into a Sistermon situation?
Yeah.
This episode gives Ito gives a lot to talk about. Oh, okay. Oh, and wait for the discussion after they watch the episode. Yeah.
Today's episode is a little different because we're tired and cranky. So
yeah,
it'll be a bit all over the place.
It is, but look, we're about. Hey, Jackie, thanks for joining in.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. So we're about half an hour in. So maybe we just hit the play button.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually do the watch and review part of this watch and review series. Oh, of course. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the play button. So 3, 2. Oh, if you're watching along with us, we are of course watching on Crunchyroll's app. Feel free to join us, or wherever you might be watching things. Right. So 3, 2, 1, go. Kitty cat. Eventually, you have to give an explanation, but didn't Beelzemon have guns? He was going to shoot Dukemon at point-blank range. Yeah? The difference here is a demon with guns is a lot more reasonable to some markets than a nun with guns. Go figure. You know, not everybody looked at... You know, the target demographic for this isn't the Hitman audience, where they were nuns in leather with guns.
Kids are gonna. Depends on where the mom is. I might not even know what a nun is.
No. Yeah.
Actually. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Season 1.
That's season
The Dark
1.
Masters. Yeah.
Yeah, the Dark Masters.
No. Pinocchimon.
Pinocchimon, yeah.
Yeah, or Puppetmon for the dub.
Puppetmon, that's the one. In the dub, is he threatening to shoot
No.
the kid? No.
No. They remove his revolver from the dub.
So is he just pointing at him?
No,
No?
they just don't reference it at all.
Oh, okay.
They just rewrite the scenes.
Oh.
Yeah,
So I
no.
thought that was hilarious.
Oh yeah, no. Puppetmon's revolver just doesn't turn up at all. They don't even try and reference it or edit around it.
I'm hoping a situation where they're
where they're
at
just
people.
pointing invisible guns at them. yeah, that would have been fun. I'll really enjoy drawing Sistermon. She was incredible this episode. Contact needs a new explanation after this ep. Oh, okay. So the car's driving itself? Oh.
Ooh.
Her just stomping on the cars. It's quite hilarious.
What a fancy automated driving app.
Yeah. Remember when you had the two goons using the finger guns? Exactly.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh. Spooky. I still don't know what that elephant-looking Digimon with the giant fans on its head is called, but sure. That facial expression, though. Oh, he's just super dead!
He did.
Oh, he's just super dead!
He's
Oh,
not
okay.
surviving that.
Yeah, he's not surviving that. No.
Nightly National.
Oh, I don't like it as an episode title. I'd have preferred Night Parade. Or Pandemonium, yeah.
That was Pandemonium.
Yeah.
Sounded like he has a crush on her.
Basically telling him to realize her. Oh, she's still keeping her winter wardrobe.
Yeah.
Guess we didn't get Macmon. Oh god. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, very. Oh, Hero's calling. Is that Twitter with a video call?
Not sure.
It looks like a little Twitter thing on the sidebar. Gosh. Oh, comes Rory. I'll allow
That
it.
is definitely a Twitter.
Yeah. He got you.
Mm-hmm. Stick with that. His name is too.
His name is
She
too
can't
long.
pronounce it.
She- Yeah. Well, I doubt Twitter will be dying anytime soon. Mon has a whole episode built around Twitter discourse. Hilarious.
I kind of wish Jellymon would fit on his hat like that Terriermon used to.
Yeah, that'd be
She's in that
fun.
form. That would be adorable.
Probably Twitter.
Mm-mm.
How unfortunate.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because guys like this stuff.
Why is Gamamon not?
I don't know. Gamamon just Pikachus this series. Oh, she's having fun. Hey, Hero has goggles! Kind of.
Kind of.
Maybe it's foreshadowing? Maybe he'll get a pair later?
Maybe.
That'd be nice. Uh-oh. Jellymon? Jellymon?
Oh?
Uh-oh.
So much.
Yeah. And Gamamon's just happy she's living her best life. She's so tough. Is he wearing a poncho?
Eat coat. I love it.
I kind of dig it, yeah. Uh-oh.
It kind of reminds me of my vintage coat.
Oh no. Here she comes! Here she comes! Here comes Speed Racer! She's a demon on wheels! If Jellymon is worried about everyone else, yeah.
Everyone else, he comes to wreck the day.
Yeah.
She's adorable.
In a psycho kind of way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so her just chopping the carts up, you know, that's probably a bit more friendly than her shooting at everybody straight away.
Depends on what your mom does, I suppose.
Yeah. She has no chill. Mom, what did you do? I'm the one who offered her the cart! Oh no!
So are they gonna get in trouble for going missing there?
Hey, an adult. Yeah, well, she is an adult level, of course. So, not a perfect level for a change. Well, yet. I was asked to find the fastest, strongest machine that could beat anyone. Yeah. She's just such a troublemaker. Oh.
So when she's stomping on cars, looking for something to race in?
I guess. She was seeing if it would hold up, I guess.
Then have to run. How did you contact her in the first place?
Yeah. Well, I suppose she'll stop and listen if you're offering her the strongest racing machine.
How did she even find her? Go to the highway?
Maybe? Are we going to get an explanation for that? No, because it's funnier this way. Oh yeah, I gave her the cart. Hey, Hero's lockpicking is back.
Some amazing things like it's not.
Yeah, trespassing is cool. Oh.
Yeah. Steal another carrot.
Maybe?
We're also going to steal. Are there going to be consequences for that?
I think not. Oh, off he goes, into the air.
I love that code.
Darling. Hey, Hero gets, Kyo gets goggles too. Huh. So there's two ways to look at that. Like, the two boys get the goggle helmets while Rory gets just the standard helmet. But at the same time, they get the old-timey racing gear while Rory has all the good stuff.
Yeah.
So she gets the better equipment.
True. Can't believe there's no cars on the highway.
How nice when characters use their abilities in various different episodes. Yes. Also, Jellymon driving the cart is amazing.
A little bit terrifying.
It's just another one of my many charms. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, big Unimon. Kiwimon. Oh, cool.
What is that giant elephant?
Kakatorimon. We have Flybymon, I think is that thing with the crest of knowledge on its face. Jellymon is amazing in general. Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
And Kokabuterimon then is the little taser looking thing.
Does anyone know?
Or Kokuwagamon, sorry. Katorimon, yeah.
Does anyone know it?
The elephant thing I'm not sure I've ever seen it before. So I'm hoping
Maybe they'll give it a name.
maybe they'll give it a name in the episode. Uh-oh.
That is freaky.
Oh, it looks like a re-dead from... Oh, shit! Metal Phantomon! Well, there's our perfect level for the episode.
Oh. Oh, poor horsey.
Yeah. And it's dead. Oh, it's just straight up dead. Metal Phantomon just murdering things. Lovely.
Oh, poor horsey. Oh, is that him? Literally called elephant.
Oh, it's literally called Elephantmon. Well, that's dumb.
I just googled elephant Elephant Digimon.
They're in pretty deep shit if that thing is what's following them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jellymon's arc is likely going to be actually facing repercussions. All of our troublemaking and not getting off scot-free. Hopefully so, but... Jeez. Metal Phantom... Like, we were asking for Digimon deaths last week, and this episode's going, here you are! Although Angoramon riding the Elephantmon is adorable. They've definitely redesigned Metal Phantomon since Digimon Savers. It comes from Armadillomon with the Digi-Egg of Digi-Egg of Miracles. The Digimental of Miracles.
Yeah.
The one that turned Vmon into Magnamon.
Yeah.
So...
It says it's been
a virtual pet? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
fine.
Champion. Card game.
Those marked with that brand cannot escape the rules. Oh. Yeah, they've definitely given Metal Phantomon a redesign since Savers, and I'm kind of here for it because it works within the aesthetic of this show. He's scarier in Season 5 because it's more of the art style more akin to Bleach than Digimon Adventure would be. Oh no, she has the brand as well.
Don't die.
Oh no.
Oh, baby.
Baby has the... What?
Trying to look at his own forehead.
Yeah. Oh, throttle!
Well, he's kind of reminding me of Hex Ferngully when he gets into a big skeleton.
So they have to keep racing until morning.
I like how Angoromon's just sitting on the elephant.
Yeah, I know, it's awesome. Like, Angoramon just went, I'm gonna take part, I have a mount. Someone Ciel. Aw.
Look at her eyes are crossing. Give her a little extra psycho look.
Yeah. It's interesting that they do use her full name every time they refer to her. Like, they didn't just shorten her down to Sistermon because she's the only one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh!
Ugh. Let's see.
That was... Oh, it's one of the Mamemon. No, sorry, Thunderballmon. Oh,
Thunderball.
yeah.
What are they? Does they look like when you evolve a cider?
They do look like Scizor. I think they're called Flybemon? I think.
Yeah, when the first one came up there, I was like, that's a...
Yeah, it's another armor evolution.
Yeah.
It's something with the Digimental of Knowledge. Oh.
You're screwed now. Not really.
It's Oh! Losers really do talk a lot.
Really trash talking.
Oh, yeah, Ruri with the trash talk here. I'm all for it. More of this, please. Oh, they're just taking the mick now. Special machine. Ruri, shut up! I'm trying to help here. Okay, so Jellymon getting a little bit of repercussion here for not being let in on the plan. Okay, so they're gonna make her fight Metal Phantomon.
she can have.
So she can have
faster
the
car.
fastest cart. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What the? She's got blades in her shoes?
Oh.
Like some sort of sword bayonetta?
Sword Bayonetta. You know, I was thinking earlier the Noir looked a bit like Bayonetta.
Yeah, she
in
just,
all the artwork.
she just put two of those Glocks on her legs, and I think, yeah.
I love that.
I find. Oh yeah, so that's the fun thing. So Sistermon Ciel is voiced by the same lady who did Lalamon and her evolutions in Savers and Marine Angemon in Adventure 2020. Yeah, well. So that's kind of funny. Oh. Ah, Angoramon.
You going so fast that they're in control, or they're just repercussions from the fight?
I think it's just I think it's just the fight. Aw, amazing plan, Jellymon. Praise me more.
She's such a little troll, I love her.
Yeah. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
We're kind of out of gas.
Her face.
Her face, she's just so happy. Like there's just so much chaotic energy in Jellymon. It's amazing.
She's great. They're overheating. If they're fighting and they go duck under, then does it count?
Maybe?
Ugh.
Blacktailmon Uber! Oh, it has an official name. It's a Blacktailmon subspecies. It opened the gate? Are we going to the digital world? Here we go! Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, they're all gone.
Oh, they're all gone, yeah.
Gotta go fast to get back home.
Did Blacktailmon just put them in a Ghostbuster trap?
That's what it looked like.
That's traps.
Are they just called?
They're just traps, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, at least they didn't talk them into a resolution, I guess.
Yeah. Aldemar. They're smoking away. Hurt them.
Yeah, it all worked out.
Yay! Found someone else. I mean, it's a.
But yeah, see, it's the Blacktailmon Uber that, you know, doesn't bring this down. Because it's not just talking the enemy into changing their ways. Somebody else interfered with the race. So we never got a real conclusion.
Look at him reading a book.
He's just in the bed reading a book. Sure, well, live your best life, Angoramon.
He is. Yo. All like.
Oh, he was just
Blushy crushy.
well, no, he's not blushy crushy. He's just like, I'm not getting involved in any more nonsense and
Okay.
leaving the chat.
Okay.
That's it. Running away like the fastest and the strongest. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, nope, I'm out. I'm not getting into any more shenanigans until next week.
It's funny, Angoramon reading the book.
Yeah.
I know he's intelligent, but it reminded me of King Shark.
King Shark! Me like to read.
The little book.
It looked like a rice cooker. It kind of did.
Yeah. Or like a.
Yeah. But it's part digital gate, part Ghostbuster trap, which makes sense. Ghost game.
He learned his lesson and ran away quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
I want them to bring back his like talisman.
Yeah, we haven't seen Kyoshiro's talismans in a while. What'll be fun now is if Ciel comes back. I would be down for her coming back in the awakened form because she'll be stronger. I don't know if you do the race thing again, or maybe you do a showdown between Rory and Sistermon and Ciel. Oh, Blacktailmon just mafuba them. He's back. Warped time. Clockmon's back. Oh boy. Okay.
Based off Titleist.
Yeah. And Blacktailmon was also the one that brought Gamamon from, we think, the digital world. So if someone knows how to open the portals, it's Blacktailmon. Definitely. Blacktailmon Uber, which is the official name. It has been officially classified as a subspecies, and I love it. A Blacktailmon who's what did the encyclopedia thing read? Its bad attitude has been replaced by courier service data that has flowed into the digital world.
Yeah.
So, and it basically, if you try and open its packages, you can't, and it can also attack you with the packages.
And you get the punch, is that what it's called?
Oh, well, Neko Punch is just the standard attack. Like regular Tailmon has that as well.
Yeah, I just like that. I open.
Yeah, she just punch you.
Yeah.
So I just think so. It's not just like a Tailmon in a jacket. Like it is its own subspecies, which I think is just hilarious.
And like I said, but that being the case, Hero's father can come back. Is he not coming?
Yeah. Do you reckon is Blacktailmon Uber Hero's father's partner?
Maybe.
Well, that could be fun. So it's just doing little errands for him. Pulsemon, I don't know. Well, it depends if they do anything with Dreamers crossover wise.
They can. They've shown.
Yeah, which they can.
That would be cute.
Yeah, I want to see Pulsemon animated, even
Yeah.
just for a single episode. Like, he doesn't have to join the team, but just something cute, like a little crossover thing would be great.
Yeah.
And they're friends with Pistmon, one of Pulsemon's evolutions. Yeah, the bicycle one. Reference or is that Pulsemon? Oh god, I've forgotten as well. Because originally it was just going to be another hero, similar to the V-Tamer, but then they changed it, so... Oh, no. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, Kodo Ritsu. It's partner of Pulsemon. Yeah, no, that wasn't the name I thought it was.
Yeah.
So
really
Kodo.
Face. You're gonna do a great system.
Yeah. There he is. Kodo Ritsu.
Which is this?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I guess. It doesn't. Yeah. No, it would be Ritsu. Because the other reference has a Manakawa hero. Yeah, so Ritsu Kodo, if you want to do it Western wise. Vital Digivice, Vital Bracelet Digital Monster. Yeah. 2 chapters are out of that. I need to get the Psycho jump with the 2nd chapter in it. But I think Ross Raws have done translations. So maybe we'll look at those. I still do want to do a video on Dreamers anyway, so if there's an available translation to reference and credit too. I'd be,
Yeah.
it'd be fun. So, Blacktailmon Uber. Obviously, the joke there is Uber, right? So, a form that Blacktailmon transformed into by absorbing large amounts of courier service data that flowed into the digital world in recent years. Its mean personality has completely gone, and it devotably and reliably delivers ordered packages whatever the day. It is often seen delivering things while clinging onto the back of Pistmon, who it is on good terms with. So it really is just like a Deliveroo or or an Uber Eats. That's great. The delivery bag on its back is capable of keeping anything warm or cool in their optimum state, and since it can only be opened and closed by Blacktailmon, it is safe even for confidential data. As for Digimon that get in the way of its deliveries, it eliminates them with its signature moves Neko Punch and Bakonia, in which it hits them with the corner of its delivery bag that it swings down. Even though it deals great damage to the enemy with its Bakonia, the contents of the delivery bag are undamaged, so it is very durable. That's hilarious!
Yeah.
Just a Tailmon that beats the crap out of you with its delivery bag. I kind of dig it. I really do dig it. I'd be curious, like, what for example, like, a Lady Devimon Uber would be like, if it ever evolved. That'd be great. Let's see, what are the chat saying? Let's see. I would have preferred if it was a normal Blacktailmon with a jacket, but this isn't bad. I really wanted to draw Sistermon's face. Yeah, nope, definitely do that. Jackie says, I realized the episode never showed Rory's name on the online chat room, at least the first name, and the Gamamon never said any of the catchphrases. Yeah, the catchphrases weren't in last week's episode either.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to.
So they might not. So. Yeah. It could be that they don't want to, exhaust them, because that was a problem with season 5. Like, every episode had Masaru or Marcus be like, "It's fighting time!" And it's like, okay, I get what you're going for, but yeah, it's cheesy, but 50 episodes later, it's like, okay, we get it. Yeah, you're not morphing, you're not. It's not like it's morphin' time. Yeah. But I think that's what they were going for. He's so much fun in this episode. She really is. I like this episode. The last two, not that much. To be honest. Yeah, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, I really. Them not killing someone. Yeah, well, didn't bother me this time.
No, it didn't, because there was plenty of that guy in the car at the start of the episode. He's dead.
Oh yeah,
he's just straight up dead.
Yeah.
Right, and then Metal Phantomon is just destroying things left and right.
Yeah.
Anything that crashed into him, he murdered straight up. So the tone is starting to shift, particularly with Sistermon Ciel, chopping carts up and her being the one that brought Metal Phantomon into the race so that nobody could escape, and turning it into like a proper death race. I really do enjoy that. I don't remember Masaru having a catchphrase. Is that a dub thing? Yeah, it's a Digimon Data Squad thing. So it's more Marcus than Masaru, but it is a thing that they did. And it's like, the Zelda cartoon from the 80s, and everybody gives that crap because of the, well, excuse me, princess, catchphrase. It's kind of that, but for twice the episode length. So, no, 3 times. Sorry, yeah, it was said twice per episode, and it only had 13 episodes. So it was said 26 times over 13 episodes. Yeah, so it does great.
Sure, if it would be a mentor.
Yushima, the old clock shop owner, and Denemon. I would be totally down for it being Hiro's dad's partner. I think that'd be a really cool, so... I
kind of like it as not good or evil.
Yeah, it just there.
Has a purpose, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's not
on its side, it's just fulfilling its duty to deliver.
The word for that?
Neutral? Yeah, there you go.
Why couldn't I think of the word neutral?
I don't know, it's been a long day. Oh yeah, he's very much... That's why you watch the sub, not the dub. The dub wasn't awful. It wasn't. It was a lot more faithful to the original than previous dubs had been. And then Cross Wars went back to adventure formula, where with jokes that didn't need to be in the scenes, and talking to fill out quiet scenes and so yeah. Savers is probably the best dub. Adventure gets a pass because it's the one we're all here because of. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
Well, not you. Started on Adventure, so
yeah. It wasn't.
Yeah, no, but
exactly
realistically,
but yeah.
Yeah, no, but realistically, you
When
started.
I jumped in, I started.
Yeah, you started on Adventure sub. But most of us, I'd say, we're here because of the Adventure dub. So it kind of gets a nostalgia pass. But in terms of,
and on top of that, it was the
and it was the
there
first
was
one.
nothing else to compare it to.
Yeah, it's why we all love Pokemon Indigo League, and everything else is not great. Pokemon kind of died after the Orange Islands. There, I said it. The dub gave us double warp Digivolve. Yeah, it did, because warping was child to perfect, so going from child to mega was double warp. I mean, I get what they were going for, but it's still a bit silly. Hey, Pedja.
Hey, Pedja.
Thanks for joining in. Welcome to the end of the episode. Well,
No.
not the end of the podcast, but we've just finished watching the episode itself. I'll never get the opening of Adventure in Spanish out of my mind. Yeah, see, there you go.
I guess it. Yeah, when I hear them.
Yeah. What when we watched
was it
Digimon the
Agumon?
movie?
Agumon,
Oh yeah.
because he's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Agumon in the dub is like Ichi, Amorunda, Baby Flame, and then Agumon in the dub is like, Hi, I'm Agumon.
Yeah.
Pepper Breath. Bah!
Like, wow, he hasn't started smoking yet.
Or when we watched Digimon the movie, the dub version, you were just like, hashtag not my Tai Chi.
Yeah. Just like know the other obsession aside from you.
No, I haven't looked into it. I just know that
No.
Yukana was Sistermon Ciel because she was Lalamon and Savers. Let's have a look. What else then? I want a Blacktailmon Uber to deliver packages now. Yeah, like I have a couple of packages coming over from Amazon Japan, and if they're not delivered by a Blacktailmon Uber, I'm going to be very upset. Can we
Tailmon, like,
can we just get
Black
yeah, I was going to say, can we just get like a Blacktailmon plush and just make the jacket for it
Yeah.
and just dress it up?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm thinking more like a porcelain, but make him like a mailbox so he's holding the delivery bag and you can put stuff
you
in
could
it.
just leave it at the front door for
Yeah.
packages to go in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Cute, would
fun.
It'd be stolen straight away. But they exist. Oh, they're...
Yeah, so I'm seeing if they exist, because the regular Tailmon one, the life-size variant, does exist, similar to Wormmon, but somebody made that, which is
Yeah,
really good. Yeah, we could get it custom made. A nice little Blacktailmon Uber plush. That'd be adorable. Yeah, we just get one and put it in a jacket. It'd be great.
That one there.
Oh yeah,
just
that
has
is
that attitude.
it very much does look like a Sonic equivalent. But
Anyway. Step from.
I want it. Yeah, Reiko, same. Great episode, really stepped up in stakes of horror. Yeah, because it wasn't spooky, ooh, the ghosts and the pumpkins are coming to get you horror. It was, oh god, traffic accident, like, tangible,
Yeah.
Boy racers causing problems on the motorway kind of horror.
Yeah.
Sistermon really helped at making this episode as great as she really did. She was really like the
She's
star
psycho.
of the episode.
Yeah. Oh, she was fantastic. Make a Bear Factory. They should cash in on Digimon anyway.
Yeah, why hasn't that been a thing?
Like we have
Pokemon and Animal Crossing Build-A-Bear, so
Yeah.
why not Digimon? You know, it would take them a while to do anything that's not adventure, but, you know, eventually we could get there. Because you know they would. If Build-A-Bear and Bandai or Toei started a partnership, it would be the 8 Digimon Adventure partners first,
Yeah,
and then maybe only that.
but it could be the ones from the.
I know, you want to cash in on the nostalgia, and then you show them new stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. For me, it was a fantastic episode. Yeah, no, it was really good. The ending, I'm not actually upset with the ending this week.
yeah, no, not at all.
Because it was kind of plot related.
Yeah,
'cause we don't
and
know
it gave
what-
us a
we-
glimpse of the actual world being like there are gates to it.
Yeah.
Are possibly.
Yeah.
And they didn't just talk it down and. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like that whole thing of it all worked out. Not a fan of that, of them just laughing off. Oh god, we're not dead.
Yeah.
Laughing
but-
that off, I'm like, I get why you do it, because you want the happy ending.
Yeah.
But you know, a bit more what just happened, and you end on that, I'd have been okay. At least you would still get a Gatomon. At least then all you do is dye it black. Yeah, you could just dye
we
it
could
black and
just change the
purple.
eyes,
Yeah. Yellow as
Yellow eyes,
opposed
yeah.
to yellow as
That
opposed to
wouldn't be too
blue.
hard to change. Everything.
Yeah, because they still have, and then you just change the gloves to dark blue as well.
Yeah. Put a coat on it.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. But if you're putting a big jacket on it, it doesn't. That won't really matter.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, definitely will. We'll figure something out.
That one. Right.
But let's see then. Wish other Digimon would get the Blacktailmon Uber treatment. Imagine the Digimon from Omake of Digimon Warsmon being official Digimon. I want a puppy Darulumon and Bancho Cutemon. Yeah, I could see that.
Cute.
Yeah, it's unofficial. It's unofficial, but because it's not counted as one of the Bancho 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, Google Images says no. I mean, shout Cutemon is there. Because that turned up, that was in the anime. But yeah, I mean, you gotta guess what it would look like just looking at Cutemon and then you Banchoify it. But
Yeah.
you know, but Bancho Lilymon's design though, super
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Oh, so many cosplay.
Where were we? Hey,
Okay,
Sleek,
Olivia.
thanks for
Hey,
joining
Sleek.
in. Never say never. Bancho was a team of 5. Yeah, well, we already have all 5. Bancho Leomon, Bancho Stingmon, Bancho Lilymon, Bancho Mamemon, and Bancho Golemon. We already have all 5. We don't need any more.
Do battle between.
Elephantomon was really good at anime.
Oh, do you know what I liked?
One.
Like, you know, we were always complaining about adventure and, you know, it looked like things were just being pulled across screens.
Yeah.
Whatever. When Angoramon was on top of that big elephant mon,
Yeah.
the fans...
Yeah, so it actually
Like his
did look
head,
like it was in
the
motion.
head wasn't moving, the body was moving under the head, but then the fans were actually... Well, they weren't actually spinning, the thing was just like that.
Yeah.
It looked like they were spinning.
It did look like there
They
was actual movement, yeah.
They didn't, like, cheap out on it.
No. And that, like, there's certainly a bigger budget for this show than it does feel that there was for Adventure 2020 at
Yeah,
times.
and I know they're... Like, they have more... They don't have to... social distancing as much, or
Yeah.
like they can actually do the animation. their office, whatever, you know, they can all collaborate a bit better on it.
Yeah, there was a few of the artists, a few of the animators were on Twitter like, I got to help with this episode, and they were like fans who grew up on it as well, and that's really heartwarming. Get an Uber themed team of Digimon. Yeah. But I would really be curious to see like what an evolution for Blacktailmon Uber would be like.
Yeah.
You
that
know.
would be...
Like just Lady Devimon or an Anjawamon or something in the Uber gear, just be like, I hate my job. I mean, I'll do it. It pays the bills, but God, I hate my job. Tsukaimon Uber. Oh, Karina, yeah. Tsukaimon Uber, that'd be fun. Lady Devimon. Yeah, Lady Devimon Uber, it just seems to be the most obvious one because it's Blacktailmon. Reiko. Yeah. There we go. Bastemon Uber. Oh, you keep them cat themed. Oh, I love that. You keep them cat themed.
Missions in the future.
We'll talk after Fozzie.
Yeah.
Let's get Fozzie out of the way and then we'll talk.
And 20.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. God. I feel like I've lost track of the episode. Was pretty fun. Sleek says episode was pretty fun, but I thought Angoramon would evolve. So did I, to be fair. When Rory started getting blown off the track, I thought, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
But I think we're building up to that. Because Rory seems to be getting into more trouble the last couple of episodes.
Yeah.
So I think we're building to Angoramon. Jellymon, I don't know. Because Jellymon's just a little troll at this stage. She never seemed...
He's gonna have to be put in real danger.
Yeah. But that's because something
they're
Yami
also
said,
kind of putting him in danger.
Well, that's what I was getting to. Like, Yami made a point that like Jellymon's gonna have to go through an arc where there's repercussions for her just being a troll.
Yeah.
And I think that's how you do it. She does something and it goes too far, and Kyo nearly dies or something, and then
she'll have to evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really thought. Although, does Angoramon evolve?
I mean, he just loses the fur, really, doesn't he?
Yeah, like in that scene, I'd have been far along because
it's
flying. What was helping steady that? Yeah.
Yeah, because he does just look like a buff Gargomon.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's the right.
Running behind the car more so.
Yeah.
I guess. But
he'd have looked almost like more like a Jack and Daxter kind of character, or a Sly Cooper kind of that aesthetic. But yeah, I don't know how much help Simbar Angoramon. I don't know how much help he would have been in this episode, but we are definitely building up to putting Rory in more danger to get to that point. I really just don't know what you do with Jellymon.
That's because like Rory's putting herself.
Oh yeah, because Rory got her confidence back after Dracmon and went headlong into all the trouble.
Yeah, so she's gonna jump in something much worse.
Yeah. How do you top almost killing Kyo at the hands of Majuramon? I don't know. You know, I mean, I guess maybe she actually has to think he's dead, and then she freaks out, and and Kyo, I don't know, is heartwarmed by the fact that she actually does care, and then you see the stuff go off on the Digivice, and I don't know how you do it. I don't.
Something really batter him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
she can tell she likes trolling her darling, but I don't think she'd really put him in danger if put him in harm's way if it can be. Their evolution probably be great. I hope so.
She did consider.
No, well,
so.
Yeah, I don't think she'd have so excited for Clockmon's return next week. Yeah, I'm hoping this is where we get our sort of tonal shift, or we get a bit more plot and things.
Yeah.
The episode preview doesn't really leave me with the best feeling that we're going to get something to that extent.
It doesn't give much away.
Well, that as well.
Yeah.
Like, we know time is going to be messed up, and from the spoilers we talked about a couple of weeks ago, Hero's going to be late for a bunch of appointments and whatever. And you kind of get that feeling from
Like
the
he keeps
preview.
looking at the time, and then he bags under.
Yeah. But oh boy, Tamers season 3 and season 5 took their time, and it was around the episode 10, 11, 12 at a push mark that we started getting plot related stuff. Like in Tamers, the Devas, which are based on like the Chinese zodiac, they turned up around. We're getting into the stage where they turned up in Digimon.
I saw up to.
Yeah, so so it was going to be like the next episode, if not the following, that they'd show up. In episode 11 for Savers, we finally got Marukimon, or the other Mercurymon. That's one of these times I will use the dub name, because Frontier has a Mercurymon, and he's a big mirror monster. And in the dub, he sounds like he's being voiced by Patrick Stewart on Broadway.
Okay.
Like for lack of a better description, but he's called Mercurymon. And then in Savers, you've got another Mercurymon who looks like who is just a big man wearing wolf pelt.
Okay.
So
I thought you were gonna say like planet.
Well, yeah. Well, he does look. He looks like the evolution. I think he's the evolution before Marsmon.
Okay.
So, but in the dub for season 5, they pronounced his name based on how it reads in Romaji. You know, like Arachnimon became Arukenimon.
Yeah.
So they did that. So instead of Mercurymon, it became Marukimon. So it's in my head, I'm like, no, Mercurymon is the mirror dude. Marukimon is the wolf man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah.
So like, there's
Well,
yeah, it does look like he's wearing a Garurumon pelt, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
but he is man wearing pelt.
Yeah.
Mercurymon. And then you have so he's named Mercury as in like the planet. But then you also have this, who is also called Mercurymon as in the planet.
Yeah.
But he's a big mirror man. Yeah. You know, so that
Mirrors me.
yeah, so in my head it's how I separate them.
yeah.
I just call them Marukimon. You know, who then it does look like he evolves to Marsmon,
Okay.
who looks like he's wearing an Ikakumon pelt.
Yeah.
Compared to the Garurumon pelt.
Yeah. Yeah, they are just.
They're just yeah, but also man wearing pelt.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
Guess they had to go belt. That it would.
yeah. So
That man died beginning Digimon die in this. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, let me fall back on the chat here and we get a bit caught up. Lilithmon Uber. I still think that's funnier. Well, Lilithmon, Lady Devimon Uber, you know, as this disgruntled teen that hates her job.
Yeah.
I think that idea is hilarious. But the Revolution episode probably great. I hope so. I really do, Reiko. So excited for Clockmon. I think this episode shifted the tone a bit. Yeah. I mean, we've been talking about that. Like, that guy at the start, he's just dead.
He's dead. Yeah.
He's just dead. He died in the fire.
Yeah. He did not survive that.
No. And then Ciel chopping up carts and feeding the other racers to Phantomon, or Metal Phantomon.
Yeah.
Didn't Spencer have a big fist fight with that guy? With Marukimon? Yeah. And that's how he realized who Marcus was later, because he's like, Giselle, you're the son of Spencer Damon! Oh! What do you mean? My dad was in the digital world? which God, there was a Digimon I wanted to pick up as well. It'll come back to me. Right, so I guess we'll jump over to the ranking.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll score it first and then rank. So
Well, you gotta put it.
yeah, I do. Whoa.
Whoa.
There we go. So, nightly procession of monsters. I'm gonna take point on this one. It was Sistermon, Ciel, or Jellymon, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, how did she get that cart? I gave it to her. And then that whole, like, all that stuff toward the end with, like, them tricking Sistermon Ciel into fighting Metal Phantomon. That's what I wanted to bring up. I wanted to show the difference for the season 5 version of Metal Phantomon. Will do. Have a look. Your ranking isn't just a Sistermon involved Instant 5. I hadn't.
Copy paste.
Copy paste. It was a good episode. Like,
it was really good.
the horror aspect being very much more realistic. Well, not realistic, but motorway crashing, boy racers, Fast
it
and
wasn't
Furious.
like a magic, like,
It wasn't a
out of
pumpkin
this
stabbing
world
you in
kind
the
of
face.
death. It was
As fun
like
as that
something that
was.
could actually hurt you, and
Yeah,
those kids were in danger.
those
They were on
kids
a
were
highway
in-
in go-karts.
like, those kids were in danger. Rory nearly died. Then Jellymon being like, praise me, but we're out of gas. So it was obvious it was going to be Sistermon, Ciel, or Jellymon for best character this week.
Yeah.
But I think just so that the whole list doesn't end up being 50 episodes of Jellymon,
Yeah.
you gotta vary your options here and there. But I would give the episode a 5
Yeah, definitely nothing.
because even though the episode didn't end with a monster being defeated in the traditional sense, they didn't talk them off a ledge.
Yeah, and did die.
And
We've
Sister
seen them.
Ciel was very much feeding things to Metal Phantomon.
Yeah, and he was like, he straight up slashed them.
Yeah.
It's being in danger is Digimon. Yeah, but there's a difference between them being in danger from big magical creature and them being car accident.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was
One
in
is
Adventure
more-
2020 as well.
One is more close to home in reality, you know what I mean?
So season 5, 8, and 9 now he's turned up. So
It's just a spine on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was him in Adventure 2020. But there were
Yeah, he's very...
Yeah, so his face is he was built different in this episode, more in line with the aesthetic.
Yeah.
And that's him in, I think that's season 5. So there's as you can see, there's Masaru and there's Toma. They're hanging off threads from the Kugumon. So he really was built differently in this episode.
Yeah, he was a lot.
I don't know. I think the aesthetic change helped. But
Yeah, he probably looked scarier because as you're watching that show, he fits into it.
Yeah.
But I find...
Okay.
But again,
Yeah, look, that's fair.
I'm only going off a picture.
Yeah, that's fair. You don't have the context of the animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than fair. So let me just jump back here then. So ranking it then,
Yeah.
I think it's better than Mystery of the Museum,
Definitely.
but not better than Divine Anger. So I would put it under divine anger personally, but what about you? Oh, okay, so we are starting to vary. Okay, so
Yeah,
is
put
it,
above, yeah.
would you put it above Mount Stitch Man, or that's still top?
Oh, that's still.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I really like this episode. Title.
The title is awkward, but I mean, we won't hold
I
that
feel
against
like-
the episode.
I feel like the title is.
Because even when Angoramon said it, like, oh, she's the Digimon leading for the rumors of the nightly procession, I'm like, that's not really how that works, but sure. Let me just turn the display capture off.
It wasn't
Yeah.
But no.
Let me just go back to the chat then. Ciel's Digimon I never thought would be a freaking psycho. I was here for it. No, what makes it an instant 5 is how great Sistermon Ciel was. Yeah. They almost got their souls reaped by the freaking Reaper.
Yeah.
But kids being in danger is just Digimon in general, yeah. And Goramon literally called him the Grim Reaper, and somehow that part didn't freak them out. I guess after Clockmon and Dracmon, you kind of go, oh.
Yeah, they didn't think of him as literal death, Digimon death.
Yeah. Reiko, yeah.
But now,
they don't normally have...
like, they've seen him killed and be killed.
Yeah. A literal death unstoppably pursuing them to reap their lives. Yeah. No talk, no jutsu this episode. Yeah. Talking no jutsu. No. Yeah, Metal Phantomon Savers ep was a twisted one. Yeah, in Savers he made Toma relive his mother's death. Good stuff. And Sleek retracted their comment. Okay. Fair enough.
Probably
Yeah.
do that. Like on Twitch, it's just there.
Yeah, you can't retract your comment.
Even when you're. Yeah, I'm all. I thought we'd be negative about this purely because.
Yeah, and it was more because when
that
we
made me
watched
happy.
when we watched the Raw, it wasn't quite clear what Tailmon Uber did.
Yeah.
Like, was it a Ghostbuster trap? Did they just get sent back? What's going on?
Yeah, and like
But the fact that it's there at all, and that feeds back into episode 1, and because Tailmon Uber, or Black Tailmon Uber I should say, is in the opening credits, you know they're going to play a longer term thing in the actual plot.
Yeah.
So this is like, oh, plot hints, please give me more. As opposed to hurting people is bad. Oh, okay.
Like, it's easy to overlook that things were revealed in portals, like.
Yeah.
And die.
Yeah. That, like
you can kind of go, oh, that was a brilliant race, and then but they that they could be killed.
Yeah.
And they know that this Black Tailmon now
could open digital gates.
Yeah. So, like, that's me for that.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm very happy with that.
I don't even feel like that was filler at all.
No.
To be honest.
I would rate this a
Usually
10 out of 10. Yeah, that's fair. This is
5 rating basically.
That's what our 5 episode rating. Yeah. This is basically the episode that starts the big overall plot. I think so. I think that's what Black Tailmon Uber was for. Because we're going to start moving into more plot related stuff and maybe less. We might still have a monster of the week. Black Tailmon comes to deliver the start in the same way, and it came to deliver the story itself in the first episode. Oh, that's a very good way of looking at it.
Have some plot.
Yeah. I think we might get the Triceratops railgun, and later on the others get their evolution. I hope not. I do want somebody else to evolve before Gamamon gets his third, but I could totally see it happening.
Yeah, I can.
Because I still don't know how we're getting to Gulus Gamamon.
Yeah.
No, granted, I don't want that on a silver platter. Maybe they'll touch on it next week when Clockmon shows back up.
Yeah,
Because he was
'cause
clearly
the one-
afraid of something in episode
Yeah.
1. So
Hero then
yeah.
it's gonna affect him too.
Well, yeah, and that might be it. If you mess with Hero, it takes him out of the
And the
commission.
episode didn't
and
give
the
anything away. So I'm hoping that
Yeah.
they're keepers.
Yeah, but I think what I'm kind of hoping they do is that Digimon thing where if the partner has no energy, the Digimon can't do anything. So Clockmon has maybe figured this out, and if he messes with Hero's concept of time, Gamamon might be useless
Yeah.
and easier to destroy.
Yeah, maybe. Power of friendship.
Yeah.
Even when he's all out of energy. Determination.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll
But-
see how it goes.
Yeah,
I'm
but
excited for
I
it.
could definitely see Wise and Gamamon show up before the other two evolutions.
Yeah, and I don't like.
I don't, but it wouldn't shock me. Because it seems odd to leave it last or to put another one in between. Imagine this, Jellymon is the one that makes Gamamon evolve into his dark evolution. Consequences of it, everyone almost dying makes her evolve. But they do it though. That could be fun.
Put some.
Yeah.
About that. So.
Yeah. Huh.
And they're gonna do at some stage.
Don't say those words! No, there's only 3 of them so far. No separation arcs, no! I'm done with separation arcs in this franchise. I'm so done. But you know what? At least these kids will have spent 12 episodes, 13 episodes before they get separated again.
Yeah.
And not spending 12 and 13 episodes apart, only to meet up for half an episode and then get separated again.
So funny how we said at the start. Not gonna keep comparing it. Every
It's hard
episode
not
we
to.
go.
Yeah, and it's hard not to, right? Because you're always gonna compare something to the show that immediately preceded it,
Yeah.
you know, and so it's hard not to in that regard, because you're kind of looking at
The last frame.
It's exactly,
Yeah.
it's your last frame of reference, but this show could definitely stand on its own, which is good so far. I think everyone, no separation. You've traumatized the chat. Well done, Meg. You've just traumatized the chat.
That's
Well
what I'm
done.
here for.
Oh boy.
Better way to teach her not to mess too much with friends than messing up with bad moment. Dark evolve and all.
Yeah, well, it has to be
Makes sense,
something.
yeah.
Like, giving Sistermon Ciel the go-kart is one thing, because they were at least able to make that work for them when they were tricking her into fighting Metal Phantomon. Hey, Jellymon, thanks for giving me the actual fastest cart. Wait, what? Just go with it. Just go with it.
No more.
No more separation. See? See? The chat is traumatized. The chat is traumatized. Oh. Alright, I'll jump into comments from last week then.
Yeah.
Labula. So take away the I haven't responded. And I want to check for something I want to just check for held for review, because Ataro commented on last week. Mentioned that they've commented. Also, just wondering, I tried posting this comment twice before, but I don't see them. Did YouTube eat them? It says there were 5 comments on the other 2. I can't see their mine. Might have. So I just want to make sure there haven't been old. So. Yeah. Okay. So there's nothing. There's nothing being held for review, so I guess YouTube did just eat them. Two years ago. Okay, so I did. Okay,
Yeah,
I did reply to that. That's all. Okay, so cool. So let's have a look then. Comments from last week's episode. Alfred Hitchcock's Burbs. Cool. Right, so Ataro will start with their comment. The most important piece of info we learned this week. The bunny boy isn't fat. Like an actual Angora rabbit, he's covered in tons of fur. Or he's sorry, like an actual Angora rabbit, he's covered in tons of fur and looks skinny when wet. So basically, Simbar is just Angoramon after he got a shave and pants.
Yeah.
Oh, and I wish I had the Willis clip now from Digimon the movie. He's got pants now. Seriously, that's going to be the episode title when we finally get that evolution.
Yeah.
He's got pants now.
What if Black got him? Hero's dad's partner.
Yeah. That's something we theorized earlier on.
Yeah.
And I'd be here for it, but I do kind of like Meg's idea a little bit more, where Blacktailmon Uber doesn't have any loyalties. They're just given tasks, and they're like, well, it's a job.
Yeah.
You know, they're just delivering packages. They like whether they have plot significance or not is just a coincidence. I kind of like that, but if it does turn out to be Hero's dad's partner, that's cool.
Yeah.
It'd be different.
Either way,
Exactly. Either way, we get more of it, so that's all good. And then there's the comment about the YouTube eating the comments.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't see anything there to say that there's comments held for review, and I didn't see any comments from you last week, Ataro, so maybe YouTube is just eating them, and that's unfortunately out of my hands. So then Yami said, silver lining. So far, at least, Gamamon's evolutions have been impacted by environmental factors. So I suppose if they hit a power plant or a generator area, the third is making an appearance. Very true, and that's something I did give credit to last week, because it's an idea that Adventure 2020 started, where different environments will have an effect on the evolution. So instead of Togomon, we got Ponchomon. Instead of Wargreymon, we got Blitzgreymon, we got Crescarurumon, we got these even Pegasmon in place of Angemon. You know, because Patamon didn't have the strength to evolve to Angemon, but he had enough to evolve in general. So armor evolution was just done away with, and Pegasmon was treated as a regular thing. So yeah, I do like that they're doubling down on that, because it does make for good storytelling. My problem is, it's so far, could change, but so far it's just a Gamamon.
Yeah.
I would like if the other two get alternate evolution lines eventually. But at the same time, it does look like that Kano Vicemon, the perfect level, is going to be the evolution from Betel Gamamon rather than the other. So the other two might just be armors, technically? Or not technically, but thematically is not the word I'm looking for either, but in terms of usage, I guess they're just going to be other options.
I just want.
Yeah, well,
There better be something.
Well, the dim cards for them are coming out in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Okay. So we'll know then when I get the dim cards. Because I'm raising a Jellymon Sama. Of course I am. Anyway, it is its main difference to Pokemon at the end of the day, and the shows really don't lean into it enough. It still has time. I'll give it till double figures. By then, something really needs to have changed, and that's in terms of, I guess, the ending of the episode being similar. And I think this was different enough, where it's like, oh, they can, have the same type of ending, but vary how you get there. That's all I want. If you're not going to destroy the monster of the week yet, getting rid of them in varied and creative ways is just as good.
Yeah,
rather than really talking them off a ledge.
Yeah, I'm just glad.
Yeah, that they didn't just talk Sistermon into stop racing.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, like they were trying to. Well,
They were trying to reason with her, but she was just
Hero,
having none of it.
Hero wanted to reason with her.
Yeah, and she was just
then
having
they
none
went,
of it.
No, that's not working.
Yeah.
Just her instead, and then
And
Ciel just showed up anyway. And they were all like, "Whew."
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with it, to be honest, because they really have a clue how they were going to stop that.
Yeah. Like, I want to see if the other characters will have a backstory later on in the series, just like Sabers. Bancho Leomon did it first. I'll come back to that.
Okay.
Then Pedja said, I'll give this episode a 3.5 or a low 4. And I do think the other characters' backstories will come into things later on. Sleek. I mean, we know Hero, at least at the moment, not Hero, sorry, Kyo. At the moment, it seems he's just wrapping his hand up because it's an anime thing and he's a big weeb. But I do wonder if there's something else behind it. And I still think we're not getting an evolution until that comes off. You know, breaking the seal, as Kyo has said. But, and we know Ruri has her whole social media presence and that personality that she plays on Ruri Run.
Maybe that.
Maybe
The evolution,
Oh,
a
God.
real human.
But they did that in season 5, kind of. Yoshino developed a relationship with this singer who was using Keramon to manipulate the chart records and put himself higher on the thing. But yeah, it was kind of creepy as well, like his interactions with her. So they've kind of done that. I just don't know. And the difference is Yoshino is 18 compared to Ruri being, what, 11 maybe?
Yeah.
So maybe don't stalk the 11-year-old.
Maybe it could be like...
Yeah, it's still creepy, but you keep it within the same age range. Maybe it's maybe less a stalker and just a super obsessive fan who
that's what
figures
I
out
meant,
who she is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we go back to Pedge's comment here. I give this episode 3.5 or a low 4. It's a good episode. It reminded me of the old Birds movie with all the crows. Yeah, we touched on that a lot, made those comparisons. And that evolution and the fight were great. I just don't understand why Zygo was needed in this episode. Same. You take that episode out, you take him out, and nothing really changes.
No.
He doesn't contribute to the episode, which I was really sad about because I want to see more of this humans interacting with Digimon in a negative way.
Yeah, I did like that he was back and button.
He just disappeared.
And he was like, what the?
Yeah.
It shows that not everyone can just pop in there.
Yeah, you gotta have a
the
Digivice to and once again, there is no plot in this episode. Yeah, but I do like how Yadagaramon was bad and not like Mummymon or Pumpkinmon, just misunderstood. Was he bad? I mean, he wanted birds to be free and not locked up in cages by people.
It kind of went down the... Again,
Towards the...
It had a purpose, and that was its purpose. But... It was making...
Yeah, it was giving all
kind of a by any means.
Yeah,
so that makes
the ends justify the means kind of thing. Yeah. Prediction: we'll get Jellymon and Angoramon's champion forms after Gamamon gets all of his. Yeah, that's kind of what we've been saying. It's not ideal. Seems to be going that way. Not a fan, but you know, I wouldn't mind like if even right, you get Battle Gamamon out of the way because it's the first evolution. It has to be done. Interesting it didn't happen in episode 1, but sure. But it would be interesting if they kind of went in a pattern of Hero evolution, Ruri evolution, Hero evolution, Kyoshiro evolution. At least put them in between Kaus and Wizen.
Yeah.
Rather than going Battle Kaus, Wizen, Simbar, and then Tesla.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, okay, now what? Because the others aren't going to get alternate routes yet, or that we know of. The dim card certainly doesn't seem to indicate that they're going to get an alternate. Yeah, I still think we're going to get like a dim card version 2 with their proper mega levels on them.
Yeah.
So down the road. So
yeah.
it could be, yeah. It might just be they weren't ready because it's gonna depending on what
way they're this.
Yeah.
We don't know.
No. So like, well, having an
Maybe
episode.
they don't know either.
Maybe.
Yes.
Bane.
There's something.
Okay. Breaking the chain. Haha. Also, welcome. What I'd like to see is a group of chosen evil ones in this show. Work for Daemon or that new virus. I wouldn't worry about that just yet. I don't think we're going to focus on that for another couple of episodes. And the show has always been a bit sketchy on the idea of doing evil kids. You know, Savers is really the only time we've seen it. Well, Cross Wars you can argue that because they were enemy generals, but you know, Nene was evil because of reasons, and Iriha was just, well, he was just a dick.
And that guy, Applemon. Bad. One who's.
Oh, Ray. Yeah. Yeah, he's just.
He's like the bad guy, but it turns.
He's antagonistic, but
yeah.
he's not evil.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But he's still kind of bad. He's like, I'm just.
Yeah,
he's fighting them and going, "Gimme, because I need him."
Yeah.
Forget about your problems, you know.
Yeah, my problems are
me.
more important. Yeah. Ends justified the means kind of thing again.
Yeah, but
yeah, watch Applemon.
I will.
Right. So anyway, Clatterglass, always good to see you. Despite the fact I still enjoy watching this series, there are things that are starting to become slightly irritating to watch or see get repeated just in ways. Sorry if I'm repeating things that have already been mentioned or talked about already in the stream, but here are some of those things that are listed down below. Oh, good. Number 1, what is with the slight overuse of perfect level Digimon monsters being used in this show? As already stated, perfects are enemies that need to be treated with care, careful thinking, and wits. Mummymon and Majiramon are literally 2 major good examples on how perfect should be handled, and the recent last 2 villains haven't been well. Yeah, Yadagaramon just sort of noping out of the episode I still don't like.
Yeah.
And who did we have before Yadagaramon? Sirenmon.
Sirenmon.
Yeah, her just being sung to and going, oh, I shouldn't do this. Still doesn't sit well. Good episode, but just the ending's a bit naff. Number 2, then, while I'm not at all saying that I could write a better episode than the writers, I did come up with a small story idea that involves Butterflymon and Sandianmamon, or Mothmon. Basically, those 2 come into conflict over a territory dispute. Not only are these guys half damaging the environment around them, but they've also been stealing stuff, mostly food, from restaurants and factories. Yeah, makes sense, in fact, yeah. Eventually the gang shows up, they duke it out with Butterflymon and Sandianmamon. One of these guys is present, or Moth present, and through some type of twist, our gang eventually sides with Sandianmamon, and they drive out all the Butterflymon who will be saved for another. I think that's kind of what they were doing with Clockmon and Dracmon, because they're setting them up to come back later. But I do like this territory dispute idea. The only, and it's not really an issue, it was more of a curiosity on how it would be handled because this episode also does sort of just ignore the contact rules that were established. Like, remember Dracmon not being able to hold anything because he wasn't materialized. These Digimon were trampling the road and destroying stuff.
Yeah,
Ciel was chopping
up the car, like,
yeah, she's
boom,
stomping on
like,
cars and chopping up vans and everything.
Yeah.
And that was before they were realized.
Yeah.
So maybe they've just sort of gone, maybe they've just kind of retconned that idea
What level
out.
is
Wait, child. Maybe it's a
were there
level thing.
levels?
Yeah, because even Jellymon, but like Jellymon was pointing at
Although she
Kyotaro.
could- yeah, she.
She was able to realize herself first. She put the thing on him and
Yeah.
plugged herself in. Where in this episode she was like, "Do the thing." I don't know. It's
Yeah, they.
they haven't laid ground rules. Like it would be interesting if it was a power level thing, like you suggested.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun because it's okay.
Kind of like a ghost thing. Newer ghosts can't touch anything,
Yes,
More
they harness more
experience, they can-
power. Yeah.
and they can knock things over. How materialization works exactly.
Yeah, they really do, because they've contradicted themselves twice now. And this one, like, Jellymon materializing herself is funny, right? And works within the moment,
Yeah,
as much as it does go against the whole point of the Drachmon episode.
yeah,
Because the whole thing was, well, I'll just give the Digivice to an awful human, he'll materialize me and we'll work together or whatever. But Ciel is actually destroying stuff
yeah.
while she's in
Invisible,
hologram form.
Yeah,
So, yeah, they do need to start explaining that.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they've just sort of gone, oh, maybe we shouldn't have this, and they've just quietly decided to retcon it out.
yeah.
And maybe they will explain it later on.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Maybe it's
Maybe, yeah.
or something.
But so then Clatter goes on to say, even though I like Gamamon's evolution variants, I feel as if Gamamon should gain his forms through different circumstances, but a bit like armor evolution, but instead with something relating to the gamma rays, or maybe things affecting Gamamon. Well, that thing, yeah, because like he was based on gamma rays and red, green, blue, and all that stuff. So, but unless you're in a very specific circumstance for each of those. Like, I get what they wanted to do. Like, they sort of hinted at Gamamon not being able to fly very well at the start of the episode,
so
and
he
then
has
that kind of
the-
because he has the little tiny wings, and then that circling back into him, effectively falling with style.
Yeah,
I get what they and that whole like, and that does feed in and sort of double down on what the previous show did, and different circumstances will lead to different evolution routes, or your environment will cause changes. Like real evolution, like natural selection.
yeah.
But I guess it's just going to be more jarring when the others can't do that. Like, why is Gamamon getting all the alternate evolution? Others don't.
Yeah.
Unless they go away after Guru Gamamon, and Betel is the only one. Like, this is a plot
Yeah.
device
Maybe.
more so than Chaos, because what I don't want to see is Chaos Gamamon and Wizen Gamamon also getting perfect level.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want Hero to have like 12 Digimon effectively. So if they go away, or he loses the ability to do it whatever happens with Chaos Gamamon, when that turns up, if he loses that ability, that'd be fun, because you go, no, there was a plot point, there was a reason we set this up.
Yeah.
And then you go, and then they're just
it
done.
could be to get rid of sacrifice.
Yeah, you know, something,
along those lines.
something along those lines. That could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a jelly baby. Chat, would you like a jelly baby? Yeah, go on. I won't be too upset. Right. So, Justin's game with the final comment from last week. I personally would give this episode a 3. Fair. It was nice to watch this episode. Made me believe at first that the crows killed a little bird, where it made me go, oh no. And like always, it's always nice to see Gamamon being adorable, and he really loves his Psycho, and would even fight a bird to get it back. I do like that. Like, that was cute, where at the end he went, I got him back. And Hero's just like, yes, you did. But one thing I noticed is that we have been getting a lot of perfect levels, and I feel like they're just jamming that down our throats. Even the other series didn't give us this many early on. And during the fight with Yatagaramon, while Gamamon was up in the air, I instantly knew we were getting Chaos Gamamon. My question is why? Why are we getting another evolution path for Gamamon so soon? Gamamon has 2 adult levels unlocked, and the other 2 don't have one yet. It's starting to remind me of when Taichi got Blitzgreymon. All Ghost Game needs to do now is play Break the Chain. Oh. I get where you're coming from there, but at least the others, some of the others got alternate evolutions to sort of break that up. TK, Kari, Mimi, Matt, they all got alternate evolutions, so it's not just Taichi, which almost makes this worse unless something happens that those 2 don't show up after a while, or Jellymon and Angoramon also get alternates down the road. Yeah.
Then why, like, they need along those lines too.
Yeah.
Like if.
But Angoramon can already fly.
Yeah, he can already fly. So
what do you do? Do you disable his ears?
Like, example in this episode, to be fast. Have evolved and had wheels, but
yeah,
something that would fit in that moment.
But that was kind of what
that's needed.
But that was why I thought, when I said last week, it wouldn't have surprised me if Wizen turned up this episode.
Yeah.
Because he'd have just taken part in the race.
Yeah.
Like, the build of the Digimon didn't really seem to factor into how fast they were. Yeah. So Wizen turning up and being part of the race wouldn't have shocked me. But this being a more Rory focused episode is good because it just builds her more and shows that maybe her overconfidence in throwing herself into these hologram situations is going to come back on her at some stage. Possibly, yeah.
Or maybe
the next round of spoilers or episode synopses might show, give us an idea of what happens then from episodes 11 to 14.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see them around there. But so Justin goes on to say, honestly, I think Angoramon evolving here would have worked, but then again, I don't know, because I don't know if Simbar Angoramon can fly. He still has the ears, so I don't see why he wouldn't. He does just look like an Angoramon version of Gargomon. I need to source that clip for that episode, I really do. And after getting beaten into the ground, literally Yatagaramon just says screw this and flies off. But it's still a good. Yeah, I still don't like. It's the part of the episode I still don't like. Him just noping out. So. Okay. So I think that's everything. Unless there's something I've missed. Kirina commented on the Pumpkinmon episode. Okay. Belated by a lot, but a neat little thing I noticed. Did Pumpkinmon's laugh seem familiar? That's because he's Principal Nezu from My Hero Academia. Huh. Oh, okay. I haven't watched it, but cool. And Justin commented on the Sirenmon episode. Did we read that last week? Doesn't look familiar. Oh, Digilab. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I remember the Digilab comment. So, okay, in that case.
No, I don't.
It's the big teddy bear. Oh. Okay. No. Not. Yeah. So I think that's everything. I think we're up to date, so let's jump back over to the live chat and see what you guys have had to say. Oh god, there's a lot to catch up on. Sorry, chat. Yeah. Let's see, where were we? Breaking the chain, yeah. So Pedro, evil group, yeah. Do you think there might maybe 2 main villains in the season, like evil Gamamon is defeated mid-season. Final on. That's how every other season seems to work, so I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, Adventure, you went from Devimon to Edamon to Vamdemon to the Dark Masters to Apocalypmon. Season 2 had Ken into Arachnimon and Mummymon, Okawamon, or Okawamon, Jesus. Oikawa, Black War Greymon, and then Belial Vamdemon. Tamers, you got the Devas, you got the four holy beasts, the Beelzemon, the D Reaper. Frontier was always just the opposing legendary spirits, and then you had the Royal Knights, and then Lucemon. Savers had the Biohybrid Trio and Karada into the Royal Knights into Yggdrasil. Cross Wars, the other generals into the Bagra Army, into the 7 Death Generals, into the Bagra Army, into Quartzmon then in Part 3. Applemon, I can't say because of spoilers. Adventure 2020 was then Devimon, Skull Knightmon and Devimon into Millenniummon, into Abaddonmon, and built all that build up. So yeah, like every show does that. So I don't think Gulus Gamamon is going to be the overarching villain. I think he's going to be a villain, and then we move on, because again we do have the computer virus thing. We've all that stuff. Oh, and then Applemon obviously, and like I won't go into spoilers, but then into Leviathan. Yeah, so so this, yeah, I don't think we have to worry about Gulus Gamamon being the only villain of the show, because that seems just, that doesn't, it's not what the franchise does. He's gonna be a first arc villain, and then we'll move on.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he'll come back stronger than before. Oh, stop. What are you doing? Stop.
In your area.
Oh, it doesn't matter. The chat doesn't care. Desmond, yeah, since the Digimon Emperors, they do that a lot. Yeah, they didn't want to do that a lot. They kind of did, though. Every show has its starting villain, mid-villain. Oh, maybe. Reiko, they probably used perfects because they didn't want to really defeat them in direct combat. If it's an adult, you'll feel like Amamon could defeat it by evolving. There's some of them where I would say first time evolution bonus is why they're defeated. But I do think you're right. I think it's more, well, if it's a perfect level, it's bigger and scarier, because perfect levels tend to be bigger and scarier. And then you don't have to worry about, if you're going to do defeat through friendship resolution, you don't have to worry about power levels being a thing. Because Battle Gamamon has only attacked 3 times, and it's never been a killing blow. One of the Devas was there too. If it's a perfect, it's more of a, well, shit, they're dead if they fight kind of thing. Exactly. First arc villain will be the evil Gamamon champion, then we might get 2 more villains. Yeah. How materialization works needs to be explained. Yeah, I doubt it's something retconned. Maybe. They just might not address it. Is it a retcon if they don't address it? It was introduced after Digimon were already touching and breaking. Yeah, I guess. So materialize is pretty confusing right now, but at least appliarize is just simple to explain. It's the same concept, it's just the show has been picky about what the rules are. So it does need to be explained. Main Digimon status is the problem. Okay, open mouth. Oh yes, jelly babies. Okay, here. There you go. Nom nom nom. So, God, I'm feeding the chat. Okay. So, Racing Gamamon is like main Digimon, just like Agumon. Only difference is Gamamon got his 2 champions before the others. So, not really knowing how it works has some positives. It's one thing that keeps people talking. Yeah, definitely. Main protagonist will always get the curse of getting something special, except for Haru. Yeah.
It's one thing that'll keep people watching. Get their explanation.
Yeah, I would hope so. I hope people go, well, they don't explain this stuff, and it's true now. I would hope it keeps people engaged, and so they can go, oh, or oh, when the reason finally does come out, or if it doesn't. So where were we? So the main difference here is that power doesn't matter too much in Ghost Game. Yeah, all of them, both human and Digimon, do their own thing to help in every situation. Unless you're Kyoshiro. No. Praise me more. God damn it, Jellyman. Ironic since he keeps saying he's the main character. What, Haru? Well, Haru wanted to be a protagonist. That was his goal, right? Because Haru's whole thing is that he always saw himself as a side character or an NPC, for lack of a better term. So it's not that he keeps saying he's the main character, it's the thing that he wants to do. And even the Digivice asks him, are you a protagonist? Yeah, that's how it ropes him in, because he has to be the main character of his own story. He can't sit on the sidelines and watch and be a supporting character in Eugen's story. He has to take control of his own life at some point. So even if only Gamamon evolves so much for now, it's not like Gamamon is the one that can solve every situation like Taichi and Agumon. That's fair. Yeah. Because I do like Meg brought it up earlier as well. I do like that I'm mixing the names up again. I do like that Hero. I nearly did it again. Christ. Hero, not Haru. Not Haru. I do like that Hero tried to, reason with Ciel, and she just noped. She was like, no, leave me to my chaos. I'm going to cut you all up. Yeah. So it's not solving every situation, which is nice.
Coming up to that, I was like, oh, they're just going to talk her into stopping her.
No. Sleek then, but that's the good thing about Atmon. It gives equality to all the characters. Pedja, tough question. 10 best moments in the franchise. Didn't I do this last week?
That was her best fight.
Okay, yeah. God. Maybe I'll do a video another day. I feel because we spent nearly an hour, 40 minutes going through the best fight in every season last week. So I want to be a bit more respectful of people's time this week. Let's hope they done a Pokemon in the finale. That'd be funny. From the anime, yeah, it'll be a video idea. Maybe that's something I do down the road. Meg's taking notes, so she's holding me accountable.
We can also
make it just stretch it out. Yeah. Oh yeah. Copyright claims, my favorite. Thanks, YouTube.
Turn the music over it. Except that one they claimed for because they're using the free.
Oh yeah, the problem I'm having on Twitch is the elevator music that's playing in the background for this. Because it's royalty free music, so anyone can use it. And there's a video on YouTube that Twitch keeps thinking own the music I'm using, and the Twitch copyright claim, the appeal system isn't as intuitive, shall we say, as YouTube's. So it just kind of makes me go, I'm not even gonna bother. By season, yeah. Someone's in a Doctor Who mood. You sure you're reviewing the right show tonight? Yeah, I haven't watched any of Flux, so I don't feel like I'm missing out. Plus, it's a Monday. Places to be in your vid list is getting quite long. final antagonist needs to be his pizza, you know.
Right.
God damn it.
Pyra is
Okay.
ideas.
So, your any favorite opening song? Well, Butterfly is cheating, right? So we remove Butterfly from the equation because that's too easy. Because like that's S tier. So I would say Hirari from season 5, so that's the second opening. Biggest Dreamer is quite fun. Fire. God, all of the Watakoji stuff really.
And that's the point, to prolong the stream with tough click.
And that's the point, prolonged.
Yeah.
And Faction. Yeah.
I don't know some of the other.
Butterfly is on your life track CD. Yeah. At this point, YouTube needs to stop copyrighting. It's because it's all automated.
Yeah, there need to be people in there.
Yeah.
To know, realize what
You know, what's fair use and what's not.
spots just.
Yeah, exactly. It's because it's all automated. Butterfly is on your life track. Yeah. Yeah, you put a CD of my life together and Butterfly is certainly in there. So yeah, I would go with Hirari from season 5 as probably my favorite. And then Faction and Biggest Dreamer. Yeah, let's go with that. That's fair. Butterfly is cheating. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's like Pegasus Fantasy. It's up there. Like Pegasus Fantasy, the Saint Seiya opening theme for the first season. God, it's a fucking S tier song. Pardon my language, or don't. That's your choice. It's just it's such a magnificent song. But I think are we at the end? Oh, we're gonna finish. Are we finishing early tonight? That's fun.
Wanna ask?
I'm not spending 40 minutes doing another video's worth of content.
Yeah.
Not with look.
That's a whole 40
We've been
minute video,
traveling since 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, we've been a long time and we had to deal with a lot of annoying old. I'm sorry, I'm being ageist today because.
Imagine a group of rowdy teenagers, but make them all 60 to 80. That's kind of what happened on the train home.
Yeah, and I'll just correct.
Oh, see, I wasn't even gonna go there.
Sorry, but
You're gonna get me cancelled, Meg.
eh.
Just gonna hide in here. Right.
Just turn off my camera.
No. And with
Look,
that,
to be fair, Sheila's not going to watch it. Oh, I'm very
anyway,
maybe it's time for bed.
maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to shut down for the night. Interesting top 3. Not what was expected. Can't wait to hear you sing Butterfly on 7K. Well, I need subs to do that, so circulate the tapes, like and subscribe. You know, it all helps me show up in the algorithm. Breakfast Bunch retirement team. Well, you know, I thought it was a Matlock convention.
Matlock.
But yeah, if we get to 7K, I'll do Butterfly, so hit the like button. Next one would be Fave Digivolution theme. God, there's so many. Videos down the road. I'm not answering anything. I'm not doing any more lists. We'll add it. Oh God, the video about lists will be added to the list. Oh. Right. Okay.
Yeah, favorite songs.
Oh well, I wouldn't even dare use the audio. Alright, so I think we are done. Like and subscribe. We are playing Digimon World Dawn over on Twitch. We started that last week. That went quite well. We'll probably start Dusk this week and just see how the two openings compare. So down below,
Put the list on.
put the list on the list, exactly. So down below, you can follow me over there. You sure you want any free time anymore? What am I gonna do? We're all gonna get locked down again in 3 weeks.
Yeah, this is the time we just need indoors. Well, I'm stuck. I can't walk in this.
Because Unicron or Omnicron is on his way. So
Unicron. Maybe we should start.
maybe we say Unicron instead of the other thing.
Yeah, so you don't get flagged.
Will you watch Spider-Man No Way Home? We booked our tickets for it today. So we're gonna go see it on release day. Looking
They
forward to
will
that.
have to fight me if there is a lockdown.
Yeah, basically.
I'm watching my Spideys.
Oh, so we booked our tickets for it today. So looking forward to that.
You probably couldn't see, but the notebook I just Spider-Man, all the Spider-Man stuff to go with it, like matching pens, erasers, and pencil case. I love Spider.
Yeah, Spidey's a good egg.
Terrible at it. He's streaming.
That's fair. But so yeah, Digimon World Dawn started last week. The videos from last week's stream will probably start going up onto the YouTube side of things this week. But if you want to be there when it all goes down and be part of the experience, there you go. No, we're not giving out personal info
Yeah,
on
I
stream. God damn it.
Nice, man.
Yeah, welcome back, Reiko. Welcome to the end of the stream. But yeah, no, look, everyone, thanks so much for watching. We really do appreciate it each and every week. Digimon World Dusk over on Twitch this week, so be sure to give me a follow there. And I will see you all.
Night.
Oh. How dare? How dare? She wants to plug her stuff. How dare?
No, there.
I suppose you want the goggles as well. No.
I'll get
Fine.
my own goggles.
Fine.
I can't wear the goggles I had last time because they left a bruise on my forehead. But yeah, so this week I'm actually back to streaming.
I will.
Yeah, you just had your time. I am streaming. What am I? Dante, and something new on Wednesday.
Don't look at me. I'm meant to be stepping aside and giving you the spotlight. Don't look at me to tell you what you're
I
doing.
couldn't remember the name of the game because I'm that good at streaming.
God damn it.
Oh, Petra says green dot turning and 3 Spider-Mans is what I'm looking for. All the 3 Spider-Mans pointing. The
Yeah,
meme.
if they don't do the meme thing,
Yeah.
like if they don't do the pointing meme, it's a wasted opportunity.
Yeah. Challenge now is avoiding any more trailers and spoilers. Aside from that one video you watched,
Yeah.
and I wasn't even exactly watching that, you just had it on and I was
Yeah.
in the vicinity. Yeah, it's very hard to avoid spoilers. Because the minute you log in, even when I open Google,
Yeah.
first article is like, hey,
Well, that's
here's
and
what's
that's
in
it, and that's why we're going to see it on launch day, because
Yeah.
we know as soon as we open Twitter, spoilers everywhere.
Yeah.
Because the internet can't help itself, right?
Yeah.
I'm excited for Andrew.
Yeah.
He's my Spidey. I like Andrew.
My spine. Toby was great because all we had.
That's it, isn't it? Like he was all we had. So like it'll be exciting.
But he set the
To
basis. There wouldn't have been.
Oh, but that's it.
Toby.
Yeah, you pay respect to what came before, but and Andrew is my boy.
Yeah, what I was saying was, if you want to follow over on Twitch, it's the same name as me. And I'll be streaming. And Yeah, the third game in the Shantae series. And then on Wednesday.
And-
Stop with the nodding, you're distracting me.
Plug your stuff.
I am!
Stop looking at me to plug your stuff.
I'm not looking at you to plug it, I'm looking at you to remind me of things. Yeah, follow me over there if
You try and give her.
Feel so inclined.
You try and give the co-host some independence.
I'm like Garth in Wayne's World when Wayne takes off after the and Garth is like, I'm okay. Not.
Well, that makes sense. He's the newest one.
Don't they? Oh no, because they're animated. I'll say.
Well, they're doing another Spider-Verse.
Yeah, but
And
that's 'cause they
Barnes,
keep saying-
yeah, I think Barnes is going to be in the new Spider-Verse movie. From
they
what I've
keep,
heard.
Saying that Tom is passing the torch.
Oh, yeah, because it's
So-
going to be another one of those, maybe another what-ify thing, maybe, or...
Maybe. Yeah, so you feel so inclined, I follow, and we can talk about Spider-Man.
I kind of want to see Japanese Spider-Man and Italian Spider-Man in the
Yes.
movie. If they ever acknowledge Japanese Spider-Man and Leopardon outside of the Spider-Geddon comics, yeah, I will give them all my money for that.
Oh, it would be funny to see him swing the rope.
Yeah, I like even with Spider-Verse 2, even if Spider-Man turns up in that, I'll be super happy.
We're really crappy animation or something.
Oh no! Give them the proper animation because Leopardon
because they all have their different
styles.
styles. So
Yeah.
we could have like a really old style.
Yeah, but a really
Animation,
exaggerated
like,
old anime style, maybe.
Yeah, or kind of like
Maybe.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Stixies was live action.
No, what am I? Not from.
Oh no! Oh, 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm saying. No, sorry. The live action show was the 70s. That cartoon was the 60s.
Yeah.
64. Something. Arachnamon
Crossover.
crossover. Oh God. Isn't Arachnamon just silk? Basically. Spider-Man Megazord. Yeah, look, Leopardon needs more love, especially since the costume was stolen, and that's why all the footage was so awful after the first season. Digimon stream is over. Let's start a Spider-Man stream. Oh, okay. No, I would love to start a Spider-Man stream, and maybe I'm not promising anything. Maybe we'll do something after watching the movie, and
Maybe.
but again, maybe because it obviously will be spoilers. You know, it obviously will be spoilerific if we do chat about the movie.
Yeah.
So-
Give it a
Yeah, we give it
Yeah.
give it a week, or you want to capitalize on them click, don't you?
It just.
Failed.
So
Okay.
we could just.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, chat. We've plugged our stuff, I guess. Do give Meg a follow. She's very entertaining. Shantae is fun, and you'll be starting Pokemon Shining Pearl, which will be
That's
really
the one
fun.
thing.
I give them some independence.
My first time.
Yeah, you don't
I've
have
never-
have the nostalgia for
No
the original
nostalgia
Pearl,
for me.
so that's gonna be fun.
It's all brand new game.
Yeah,
So
so that's
come
gonna
watch me.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So she's very entertaining, so do give her a follow. That would be super. And we will catch up with you guys. Next week is going to be interesting. The podcast next week might be on Sunday, but it could roll over to Monday again. Because this weekend, myself and Meg are traveling again to go to a concert, which is on Saturday night. So by the time we get back from that, I don't know if we're going to be exhausted pigeons again. So it might just be better to roll it over to the Monday when we're a bit more awake.
Yeah,
So
depends on
it really,
buses and
yeah, it
whatnot.
really just depends on transport back after the gig and what happens there. So
We'll let you know.
we will, of course, let you know. So social media plug, etc., etc. Follow me on Twitter, please. Right, that out of the way. Thank you all. We really do appreciate it. Thanks for putting up with us and our shenanigans.
Yeah.
We really do appreciate it.
Thank you for putting up
Yeah. Well,
how long it takes.
yeah. I have no regrets. Do I? Do I have regrets? No, I don't. It's fun. It's better than me just bitching for 20 minutes. You know, I do.
Both of us bitching.
Yeah, but no, I do. I prefer this dynamic. It's
Yeah,
more fun.
I
It's
do.
more fun.
And I like you hear like on-splay things, and maybe new viewers who are coming in just on. You don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. So there we go.
There we go. Anyway.
Yeah. Now it's time for bed.
Yeah. So look, chat. Do look after yourselves. Thanks very much. Stay hydrated. Would mean, don't worry. You put up with me shamelessly advertising. We advertise your art, so I don't think
We
you have
love
anything to
your art.
apologize. We do apologize. You know, we love your art, and we will happily promote your art. Go follow Reiko on Twitter as well. They do fantastic artwork. They have a store set up where you can get the artwork on cool like things like t-shirts and mugs and all that shenanigans. So give them a follow. I don't think you'll regret it. I don't think you'll have any regrets. And just make sure you're of age, because some of the artwork is a bit spicy. So if you need to ask your parents if you can follow Reiko, you probably shouldn't. But definitely give them a follow if you can.
Even better.
Even better. Right. We are donezo. Look after yourselves, everybody. Thank you so much. See you next week. You're all too sweet. And
All right.
all right, I open the store. See. So
That's why you need us.
cool. Right. Look. Good night. Goodbye, guys. Where is OBS gone? There we are. Good night, motherfuckers. Bye.